Like I always say, if you're down with the real shit and you're not down with the bullshit, like and subscribe. Yo, I just want to touch on the whole thing about uh, Kevin Samuels, a known YouTuber, lifestyle coach, and there's been a lot of um, talk and referencing to the podcast he had when he told the woman about how she was going to die alone. And, based upon her having, wants and desires that were like, beyond like really her real grasp, because what she was bringing to the table as far as like what she wanted, like, and this pertaining to like what she wanted out of a relationship with a man, she was one of those ones that like to say, oh, I deserve to have a man making six figures, and and when you really look at her, listen to her, and get to know things about her, you're like, what the fuck? And the killer thing about it is, it's hella, black women that's like that. It's crazy. I just said that because the woman was black. It could be white women, Latino women, Asian women. What, if you just don't really, fit the bill to be sitting up there talking like that, like that's what they say, you're talking reckless. You talking reckless. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, yeah, you deserve to have a man making six figures and stuff, and then you looking like Esther off of, Sanford and Son, or, you just looking like, Lizzo, or, y'all get the picture. You know what I'm talking about. You toe up, damn it. And it's like, there's been people, there's even been some females who have said what, Kevin Samuel said was the truth. And I was like, damn, we honestly have some black women. And you do, but you got to think about the times like that we're living in now. The righteous, real black woman that loves and cares about the black men and stuff, they're not going to show her. They're not going to promote her. She going to get suppressed. So it's not like they're not out there, they're not here. They are, but they just ain't gonna get that promotion like that. The ones that tell the truth, the real ones. Most of them, y'all already know. And but like I said, most people, agree with what Kevin Samuels was saying. But then the true thing about it is Dr. Boyce Watkins, who I think he's a real good financial, literary advisor or analyst. When I first came across him some years ago, it was based upon that. And then I noticed like he got his, page on YouTube, and he just sitting up here, start getting into other things, talking about hip hop, start talking about the music industry, start talking about dating and all that. I was like, why is he talking about all that type of stuff? And it's like, just to be honest, I mean, you look at somebody like Mr. Watkins, and it's like, dude, you don't look like you well versed in the game of, dealing with women and, sports even, or, some dudes, you look at them, you get to hear them speak and talk. Like, dude, what is you talking about, man? You're more an observer of things, as it pertains to the subject matter you're trying to talk about. Not that you deeply ingrained into that to where you have an understanding of what's really going on, and you can honestly give somebody a real conversation on that subject. I don't know why people do stuff like that. I mean, I got friends that do that. I got family members that do that, and it's always been bizarre to me. I really don't get that. It's like, because it's like everybody knows that's being real knows the truth that everything you saying don't carry any weight, doesn't hold water, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, and they just babbling on blah 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 blah. It's like, what the hell's wrong with you? Well, it's like I hear him talk about different things, and I'm like, Mr. Watkins. I'm like, what the hell is he? And I was like, dude, I was like, yo. After a while, I just had to just start breaking it down. Like, I was like, this dude just really a simp. And I was like, I didn't really like saying that and looking at him like that. I was like, like I said, it's to me, I think it's cool being able to see a black man who's intelligent and can tell you things about finances and stuff. You know how a lot of people are. Don't know what the hell to do with money. Just all they know how to do is just trick it off or, spend it on just, unnecessary things, just trying to, show off for people. And I was like, he serves the purpose of being a black man that can honestly give some information, hopefully people listen to it, and can better themselves financially, and not do all those things. I thought he was good for that. But when you start talking about different various subjects where I was like, Dr. Boyce, you don't know nothing about that. Why you just don't stick to the finance? I don't understand. And when he started really getting about talking about women and all this stuff, oh man, and I was like, damn, and he just keeps coming on with all these different damn, podcasts and, he keeps coming with, the different things he keeps saying on YouTube. He keeps talking about relationships and women and how men need to be and this and that and blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking? And see, the killing thing about it, you got especially a lot of black dudes. You see this all the time. Why is it that, man, just because you got a college degree, okay, why is it just because you started a business or you work at a job that, pays you a lot of money? Why is it that a lot of black men just go out of their way to keep trying to promote themselves and boost themselves to a higher level? And they keep talking about, all these pookies and ray-rays, and these women keep getting with all these low-level men, and, they keep making these bad decisions, and that's why they have all these kids by these different men. But now, if you really listen to the dudes who always doing that, it sounds like some kind of hater type shit. It's like they're upset because the women that they wanted didn't want them. You know what I'm saying? So then they become envious and jealous of the men that they do want, and they want to talk about them. I used to trip out listening to Pac always say, Shorty want a thug. I was like, what the fuck why Pac keep saying that? Shorty want a thug. Shorty want, he put that in his rap songs and stuff. I was talking about like how the females, they be wanting a thug. And then one day I was just thinking about it realistically, and I was like, I said, to be honest, I mean, regardless really of the stature of a lot of different men who are not criminals, who don't have a rap sheet, got tattoos all over their damn body, it's like, women don't, a lot of women in the hood, a lot of black women, do not find that attractive just because based on that. If they know you down to be a trick and give them your money, okay, they might get with you then, but like, it's like what they think ideally as being a man, and as far as like the looks and everything like that and the behavior, it's that part. You talking about your degrees and you got money, but you nerdy, you corny, and you overly sensitive. I think probably reminds them more of a woman. You know what I'm saying? Just your behavior and your outlook upon things and stuff like that. It's like, I think there's a thing that triggers women, even though there's things about us that they don't like. But it's still that in itself that draws women to men. And what and what I'm really probably pretending that to is masculinity, true masculinity. It's just a man being a man, you know. And then you got the simp dude and the motherfucker that really is scared on the inside and trying to perpetrate at times, that he harder than what he is, and he know he ain't. He know he ain't about like they said that he knows he's not about that business. You got them dudes. It's like they like I said, they be all jealous and envious of the guys that the women do want, because they can't understand. They think like their money should trump that. My status should trump that. I got a college degree. I got a master's. And you see some of these guys, they be on YouTube on these different pages saying that stuff. It's like you begging somebody who don't want to be with you to give you a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth look. And you're trying to change their mind to want you when they already let you know they don't want you. You got to have some integrity, man, some self-respect. Like, that doesn't make no damn sense. And why don't you want to get with somebody that's like you? See, a lot of times when you see dudes that's really like that's nerds and stuff, why they don't like to get with a nerdy woman? The killer thing about it, they be wanting to take care of the thoughts. And the women who got 4 or 5 kids by 4 or 5 different dudes, them dudes be honestly wanting to, and if you listen to what Dr. Boyce Watkins was saying when he was referencing to that episode with Kevin Samuels telling the lady that, she's going to die alone. I mean, you listen to things that he says, talking about he was glad his father, who really is his stepfather, came into his life, and he was talking about my biological father, he wasn't around, and so I'm glad that this man, stepped in, and my mother's very beautiful, she's a very, very beautiful woman, and I guess he couldn't resist, how she, whatever, dude. I mean, that's what you're saying. I thought he was gonna put a picture of his mom up, or something while you were saying that. I want to see, like, is that really real, dude? Or are you just saying that because that's your mama? Like, he was talking about, yeah, and he didn't have to do that and be with her and take care of my black ass and this and that and whatever. So because of that, now he's caping for fucking single mothers and acting like they should be taken upon in consideration. Well-to-do men who really have careers and businesses and stuff like that should just start going back to the hood and wifing up these type of women. That's what a real man should do. Why would a dude tell you some shit like that? He said we need to stop this whole thing of all black men just want to have sex and when it's all, and we don't want to take care of our children, and we don't love our kids, and we don't, like, dude, look, what the. But see, he was on that whole damn caping for women on that stepdaddy, type tip. See, I told you, he don't have any game. What are you talking about, man? This woman chose to live her life doing what she chose to do. You meet this woman, she got 4 or 5 kids. Hey, if she just wants some male company, you like, hey, all right. But you got every right to be like, I'm not marrying this, bro. I'm not fucking about to take my resources and take care of all these damn kids. What the hell they look like? I'm going to take care of all her kids' financial needs. She got 4 baby daddies. Can't none of them do nothing? But you supposed to be the sucker, and you going to take all their financial responsibility. That makes you a real man. That's the most ignorant shit. And it was like, I kept thinking, why don't Dr. Boyce Watkins stop talking about this stuff? Talk about the finance, but he just keep getting it. It's like he want to be popular. See, when I look at somebody doing something like that, he wants to be popular. That's why he want to go on the Breakfast Club, and I don't like, why is he going on it? The hell is he doing it? He should be on damn CNN channel, CNN programs talking about business finance today in urban areas and what, he need to be on shit like that. What the, your ass need to be on something where you trying to teach us about money, not about the game, dude. Like, not about sports, dude. Not about stuff. See, he's what he's doing is he's over intellectualizing, things just to, but he's doing it in a manner to be more appealing than probably like what he would consider the average black dude. Like, I do that to stand out. Like, I'm so smart, I'm so intelligent, and but to sit up there and he said the things he said, in reference to Kevin Samuels and what he was saying. I'm like, yo, man, that man gave that woman, that woman did not have to call him, did not have to call the show. She called. When you call there, you're calling to get his opinion. You're calling to get his thoughts. You're calling to get his advice. You don't have to call there if you don't want it. If you call there and he get, it's one of those situations where, like, truthfully, if Dr. Boyce Watkins didn't like it, okay, cool. He didn't agree with it, cool. But he didn't have to say, okay, but I'm going to use your name, Kevin Samuels, to draw views to my page. And then I'm going to denounce what you said. You know what I'm saying? Some people might say that look like some sucker shit right there. Like, yo, and I'm not saying you can't just speak upon, somebody's YouTube page or if somebody make a statement or do something that goes viral. But I'm saying if you're doing it just so, just to draw in people to get views, like you really ain't coming with a real point, but you just, you know what I'm saying? So basically it's like he just done that, like caping for women and caping for single mothers. And he used that and he knew like a lot of women probably didn't like what Kevin Samuels said. And then he gonna put the cape on and he gonna say, hey, Dr. Boyce Watkins, I'm here to save you all. And everybody keeps saying, yo, he's with a woman that he keeps saying that he's married to. And when in true reality, he's engaged. And she's supposed to be a woman that he wanted so bad when he was in college, but she didn't want him. And now that he done built himself up, now she wants him. And she got 3 kids. She didn't want you. She didn't want to marry you. She didn't want to have kids by you. But now, I guess because, like they say, especially like when you start getting like middle age, you got to start watching out, man, because that's where all these women start hitting the wall. And they start getting up there like after 35, and they start hitting the wall. And all of a sudden, man, this woman who used to be kind of thick, used to look, really good back in the day, and you've been this nerdy dude or this square type of dude and stuff, or a dude where you ain't that kind of guy that those type of women be on, and all of a sudden they start showing you attention and everything, man. They didn't hit that wall, man. They desperate. They desperate, see. They done been ran through by all the dudes that, the kind of dudes they really would like or want, but they didn't realize, like, now none of them dudes want to stick with them. They didn't want to stick. It's like, if you reference back to the old Ghetto Boys song by Willie D, you got to let a hoe be a hoe. And you listen to that song, you really listen to it and get the true understanding. Even though I don't know why later on, years later, Willie D made a damn song talking about being the cleanup man. I don't understand that. You ain't supposed to be no damn cleanup man. Fuck this shit. You just shouldn't really be promoting that you like sloppy seconds or thirds or fourths or fifths or sevenths. Unfortunately, in the hood, 12s, 13s, 14s. But, if you listen to that song, you gotta let a hoe be a hoe. She gonna be how she gonna be. So trying to save her ain't gonna do no good. Because this is the way women act in the hood. Put that in a rap. The whole thing about it is, like they say, you can't control her. Some bras just wow. They're just fucking wow. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. They get out there, start liking that feeling of, getting stimulated, and they think it's power, or they at least want to be able to control their bodies to where, like, I want to do what I want to do. I want to mess with who I want to mess with, have sex with who I want to have sex with, when, however, whatever, and I want nobody trying to control my body. I want to do what I want to do. Okay, that's cool. Now, why the hell a woman like that who done that and got all these damn kids, why the hell is my responsibility to get with her and shit and help her with her damn children? That don't make no damn fucking sense. That's, but if she still look kind of good, to where, like, she, I won't say the word, but like how we say, and this is what really gets a lot of women by. If you look effable, long as you look effable, you got action. But when you don't look effable, like looking like Lizzo or something like, and you sit up here, these black men, they don't care, and they gonna just keep on not caring either. A lot of problems happen because a lot of y'all not effable. You tell me, ain't nobody talk. You're not effable. If I wouldn't want to do the thing with you, why would I want to talk to you? What the hell? So think about it. That's just the initial start of it all. Us seeing each other. So if you don't look effable, all the other stuff you saying, you ain't even making a point. You ain't even got past first base yet. But you talking about why you can't, or somebody trying to stop you from getting to third base or sliding home. Like, you're not making any sense any damn way. But shit, man, it's just, the thing was, I kind of didn't even want to make this, but I was like, Dr. Boyce Watkins, dude, you're just clowning yourself, man. You're just clowning yourself. You need to stop doing that, Stuff that, it's like he wants to be that guy. He wants to be like how Kevin Samuels is. So now, is it really like some hater type stuff? I think that's why he be trying to throw that in as like a disclaimer sometimes. I don't really know the guy, and and I looked at his page, and and he seems to be very successful, and and I appreciate a black man, and that's successful at doing things, to the profit, and and we need more black business, and we need more black people to do it. So I do appreciate that. In fact, I like Kevin Samuels. I don't dislike him, but the whole thing about, I just have a issue at hand about, you telling people to, that they're going to die alone, and it's just, and the whole thing about that is, yeah, but you got to analyze it like, why did he say that? What was he talking? Not just you don't like the optics of it, or you don't like the audio of it, It's just what it is, know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, it's just truth. How you deal with it, you deal with it, but the truth is just the truth, so, yo, man, I just want to touch on that. I'm like, yo, man, Dr. Boyce Watkins, man, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I ain't really trying to, and all you guys is like that. But it's like, y'all, in fact, I look at y'all and I say, yo, man, stop simping, dude. For real, stop simping, man. Do what you got to do as a man. If a woman don't want you, she don't want you. Don't get to talking about other dudes and trying to clown other dudes because they don't want you, and you hate the fact that them the dudes they want or whatever. And settle down and get with the woman, man, that's for you. Stop trying to get out of your league, man. Like LeVar Ball was telling that woman and shit on the Coward Show. Stay in your lane. Peace.